Today I am going to explain you about the excretion, that is the waste disposing system. So what is excretion? Excretion is the removal of the waste products from the body of the organism. Okay, so whenever you will take the food get digested in the digestive system, and it will get absorbed into the blood. From the blood, the unwanted substances are sent to the excretory organs. Okay, so there are two types of metabolic reactions, that is anabolism and catabolism. So anabolism is the small micromolecules are converted into macromolecules, that is the small components are forming as a big components. For example, small amino acids will form the proteins. In the same way, glucose will form the carbohydrate, that is glycogen. So small fatty globules will form the fats. So like that is the anabolism, that is the small micromolecules are converting into big molecules, that is the macromolecules in the anabolism. Okay, next one is catabolism. What is catabolism? Catabolism means the breakdown of the big molecules, that is macromolecules, into small molecules, that is micromolecules, that is the catabolism. So what are the metabolic reactions? So metabolism means both anabolism and catabolism will together called as metabolism. So anabolism and catabolism together called as metabolism. Okay, so here in the anabolism, to form the macromolecules, the energy is required, that is ATP is required, whereas for the catabolism, for the breakdown of the molecules, the energy is liberated. Okay, so these chemical reactions occurs in the metabolism. Okay, so why I am telling this is, the macromolecules are converting into micromolecules and absorbed into the blood. Okay, so whatever the molecules that are not required to the body, again through the blood only they are sending to the excretory organs. Okay, so in the man the excretory organs are, skin, lungs and kidneys. So in the man the excretory organs are skin, lungs and kidneys. Okay, so through the skin, the process of excretion, that is the salts will goes outside in the form of the sweat. Through the lungs, while exhalation, that is at the time of the respiration process, some of the amount of waste water vapor will goes outside. Next, through the kidneys, the excess of the salts and excess of the waste materials which are undigestible, they will be sent outside in the form of the feces, that is called as defecation. Okay, so that is about the excretion, that is excretion is the elimination of the waste products from the body of the organism. Okay, so the excretory organs in the man are the skin, lungs and kidneys. Okay, now what is dehydration? So during the summer dehydration occurs, means the excess of the salts will goes outside in the form of the sweat, the sodium ions, potassium ions, chloride ions, so that the ionic concentration will be less during the summer. So the man requires more water so that he can gain the lost salts through the excretion process. Okay, so that is the dehydration. So in order to in order to recover from the dehydration, the organisms requires the excess of the salts, so they will drink more water. Okay, next, already I have explained you about the metabolism. Next one is diffusion. What is diffusion? So diffusion term is also you have heard in the lower classes. That is, diffusion means the diffusion process takes place through the plasma membrane, which is seen in the unicellular organisms. Okay, the cells are covered or lined by the plasma lemma or plasma membrane. So through this membrane the substances will enters into the cell, and the unwanted substances or excess of the substances present in the cell are sent outside. Okay, so that process is called as diffusion. Okay, next one is homeostasis. What is homeostasis? Homeo means stable or constant. Okay, so the maintenance of the internal environment stable. So some organisms will maintain the internal environment constantly, and in the homeostasis some organisms are changing their internal body environment with that of the external environment. You might have listened or heard about the word that is phyclothermic animals and homeothermic animals in your lower classes, right? Means the body temperature or pH or body salts or ionic concentration all should be maintained constantly inside the cell when compared to the outer or external environment. So that stable condition of maintaining the internal environment is called as homeostasis. Okay, so that you will come to know in the next unit. Okay, now what are the modes of the excretion? So just now I told you that in the human beings the excretory organs are skin, lungs and kidneys. Okay, so in the lower group of animals like unicellular animals, that is protozoans, the excretory organs are the contractile vacuoles. Okay, in the same way, so based upon the type of the excretory organs, based upon the living habit of the organism, here the excretion, there are three types of modes of excretions, that is the ammonotelism, ureotelism and ureotelism. So ammonotelism means the animals will excrete ammonia, which is very, very harmful to the organism, that is as a excretory product. Okay, so the animals which excrete ammonia are called as the ammonotelic animals. They are called as ammonotelic animals. So the animals which excrete ammonia as waste products are called as ammonotelic animals. Okay, for this the example is the water animals. You take any water animal, that is protozoan or porifera or hydra, that is coelenterate, any animal, the excretory product is the ammonia. And the aquatic larval forms, that is crustacean larvae or arthropoda larvae, molluscans larvae. So all the larval forms which are aquatic, they will excrete the ammonia as the waste product. Okay, next one is ureotelism. So ureotelism means the animals which excrete the uric acid. So uric acid is little bit better than the ammonia. Okay, ammonia is very, very dangerous to the cells. The body cannot store the ammonia, that is nitrogenous compound. So through the metabolic reactions, that is through the ornithine cycle, in some organisms this ammonia is converting into uric acid. Okay, so which is the waste product, and it is a semi-solid in nature, means it consists of the feces as well as the urine. Okay, so that is seen in the case of the birds, insects, some reptiles and some land animals, that is land molluscans, snails. Okay, so the animals which excrete the uric acid are called as ureotelic animals. They are called ureotelic animals. Next one, third one is the ureotelism. Ureotelism means the animals which excrete urea as the excretory product. So they are called as ureotelic animals. They are called ureotelic animals. So for this the examples are mammals, annelids, that is earthworms, cartilaginous fishes. Okay, so these are some of the examples for the ureotelic animals which excrete the urea. So here how the ammonia is converting into urea. So ammonia is converting into urea, which is very less harmful to the body of the organism, and this urea or excretory product is stored in the blood temporarily till the excretion process, till it will excrete outside. Okay, so the whole process that takes place through the ornithine cycle, that is called ornithine cycle. So this ornithine cycle takes place in the liver of the vertebrates. So in the vertebrate organisms it takes place in the liver. Okay, so through the ornithine cycle the excretory product from the blood is sent, that is ammonia containing excretory impure blood is sent to the liver. So there the chemical reactions will take place, that is one compound is converted into another compound, another compound is converted into another compound. So finally it will convert into uric acid. So again it will convert it into urea. So finally the end product is the urea in the ornithine cycle. That whole process takes place in the liver. So from the liver through the blood only that urea, that is excretory product, is sent to the kidneys to expel outside. Okay, so this is about the modes of the excretion. And one more thing, one more excretory substance is allantoin. So allantoin is the excretory substance. It is, so just now I told you about the chemical reactions, right? So the uric acid is also in some animals the uric acid is converted into soluble allantoin, because this uric acid is insoluble in water. It is insoluble in water and it is converted into soluble allantoin in the presence of the enzyme, that is uricase. Okay, so this is about the modes of the excretion. Okay, what is excretion, what is dehydration, what is metabolism, what is diffusion, homeostasis, and what are the excretory organs in the man. Next, what is ornithine cycle and what are the modes of the excretions takes place in the organisms. Okay.